Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christine, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a, well, first impressions, because I just got this in the mail today. I'm so excited. I couldn't wait to show it to you. This is my first palette from this company. The company is Alter Ego, and the palette is the Artemis palette. Alter Ego is pretty well known for doing dupes of other brands, so maybe you recognize this palette, or at least the color story. It is so beautiful. I have swatched a few of the shades, but I have not used anything. Also, if I sound a little funny today, this is my first video back after my sinus surgery, so I am still a little bit nasally. Sorry, this is life. But I really wanted to do this video today. I don't have an ice pack on my face for the first time in a long time, so I'm really excited, and I miss filming. I miss you guys. So we're gonna get started on this. If you would like to know anything that is already on the face, check out my description box. They are always listed down below. And without further ado, let's get into this gorgeous palette. I also purchased from Alter Ego their eye brush set. Is this not beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful. It has 8, I believe. Yes, 8 different eye brushes. They're beautiful. They have a black handle. It says Alter Ego. Each of them has a number. They feel very, very soft. I can't wait to give them a try. So far, some of my favorite brushes are the Sigma brushes. I don't have very many of them yet. I wish I did. I would die for an entire set of Sigma brushes, but since I can't afford those yet, I'm trying out all kinds of different brushes, and I have lots of favorites. I have lots of Morphe brushes, and I just thought I would give these a try because they looked really, really nice on the website. So we're gonna get started, I think, with, let's see, brush number 1 or 2 or 3. I think we're gonna start. They look extremely similar. Okay, this is 2 and this is 3. This one is a little more slim. We're gonna start out with brush number 2. Nice fluffy brush. And we're gonna go into the shade Hunt. It's a nice camel colored shade. Do I know what I'm doing as far as the eye look goes? Absolutely not. I never do. I just kind of start applying and go from there. So I've already primed my eyes, and today I used the Pretty Vulgar eye primer. Boy, you can't see that at all. It is completely, these lights, maybe we'll do that. Anyway, Pretty Vulgar. I've used it before. It is a really good eye primer. I enjoy it. The shadows go on nicely. I don't have any issues at all. So there we go. We're just putting that color in the crease. And again, if you have this palette, follow along. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, she says. She doesn't even know what she's doing. I promise you won't come out looking like a clown. That's all I can promise. I don't know what kind of a look it will be, but I know that you won't look like a clown. It's my only promise to you right at this point. And you know what? I'm sick of looking at my dry lips, so I'm pretty sure you probably are too. I'm gonna put some lip oil on. We're gonna go ahead and take that same shade over to the other side and get that in the crease. The brush is okay. It's not as soft, I would say. Not as soft as my Sigma brushes. The Sigma brushes feel like, I don't know, butterfly kisses on my lids. This one is not quite that soft, but it is definitely doing the job. Part of my, I would say, brush review is How do they clean up? Do they shed? Right now, I've seen no shedding whatsoever. The handles are nice. It's very nicely weighted. It feels like a luxe brush. That is the crease. Well distributed. I was trying to find my Sigma brush. I only have a few. I was trying to find them to kind of compare, and do you think I can pull it out? Jeepers. Okay, now granted, these are double-ended, the Sigma ones that I have. So it does feel a bit heavier for sure than the Alter Ego one. It's softer. I don't know why. What do you do? How do you do that, Sigma? How do you make it so soft? But like I said, not everyone can afford that price tag. So for a good set of beginner eye brushes, these are great. You have everything you need there. Several fluffy brushes. There are some smudger brushes. There are some detail work. Also some nice flat ones. And a really nice pencil brush for your inner corner. So, so far so good. I like this set of brushes. It's very nice. Okay, we're going to move on. And we're going to pick up the shade Snare. This is a very kind of orangey red, I would say. I'm going to continue with that in the crease in the outer corner and just deepen it up a bit. Boy, that came off on the brush. So I would love to not have fallout all over my face. That would be good. That color is beautiful. That is so nice. And I do have to say that this palette shipped super fast. It was packaged very well. It arrived with no issues whatsoever. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that I switched to the #1 brush. I'm not sure if these brushes have names or actual jobs. I didn't look that closely at the package. It came in a little round cardboard package, and I didn't really look at it that closely to see if it had, now my voice is gonna go, to see if they had specific names, like if it is a crease brush or a blender brush. I didn't really look at it that closely because I don't really pay attention to those things anyway. I use my brushes however they work for me, and I kind of disregard what it is they're supposed to be. I do not get any of their face brushes. I do believe they had some, but I really don't need any further face brushes. But eye brushes, I use them a lot more. They get washed a lot more. I just went through my eye brushes the other day and got rid of quite a few, so I thought this would be a great opportunity. Taking a tiny bit of that Hunt shade back on the first brush I was using, which is just a nice fluffy brush, and we're gonna go ahead and blend out the edge of that. Those are working beautifully. I think this palette was $28. I think it was $28. I can look at my phone really quick. The Artemis palette is $22. $22. That was an excellent price. So far I am super impressed. They are blending just into each other beautifully. What do we think? I'm impressed. I don't know about you, but I'm impressed. Okay, so I'm going to take one of their flatter brushes. This is #4. It's nice and flat, skinny. There's a shade in here I'm dying to put. I can't. It is so beautiful, and I love red. So let's see if you can see it on the camera. It is so pretty. That, I would like to put that all over my eye. I am going to try it with the brush dry first, see how we go. It's always interesting to see how they perform under different circumstances. So I've got some on the brush. I'm just going to pat it on there so as to hopefully avoid the fallout. Wow. It looks exactly like it did on my finger. How many times have you ever heard me say wow in my videos? I don't know that, I mean, it takes quite a bit to impress me, and that impresses me. That is a beautiful, beautiful shade, and I wasn't gonna put it all over the lid, but I can't not, because look at it. So now we're gonna do it all over the lid. Wow. And of course the same on the other side. I hope that it's looking okay on camera, because in real life it's like fire. It looks like a beautiful sunset is happening on my eyeball. And that brush is great for laying down shimmers. And I think you can see there is no fallout on my face at all. I don't see anything. I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm going to go ahead and take that fluffy brush to the crease one more time. We may add a little bit more of that really pretty orange shade with our other brush. It's called Snare. Just making sure I don't lose it, because I really like that color as well. Run to your phone or your computer and order this palette. I'm telling you, I don't know how you could be disappointed. It is stunning. $22? Shoot. Now I want more Alter Ego palettes, and my husband's gonna be so mad. That's what happens when you discover a new brand that you really like. I can't help it. It's not my fault. They put out gorgeous products. Okay, so we're gonna take a bit of a smaller, we'll try this one first. Same brush, it's number 1. It's kind of a thinner crease brush, and we're gonna take a little bit, put it in my color switch, clean it off a bit, make sure it doesn't have a lot of that orangey color. We're gonna go back into Hunt, the first color that we used. It's kind of a mustardy, orangey color, orangey yellow. I'm gonna smudge that under the eyes, and then a bit of Snare as well. I'm gonna keep Snare to the outer corner, maybe about halfway in. That's the darker orange color. I was thinking about putting a darker color in the outer corner, but I really don't think I need it. I kind of like the way it looks right now. Just like that. Now, for my inner corner, we have our pencil brush, which is number 7. And I think I'm going to take this one. It's a very champagne-y color. It's called Obscure. I'm going to pat a little bit of that in the inner corner. That's a lot of that. Let's tap some of that off. That's a nice little champagne number. That would probably be very pretty all over the lid as well. They're so soft. These shadows are so beautifully soft. And I think we'll put just a tiny bit of that on the brow bone. Just a touch. There we go. I love this palette. It has so many more shades that I want to use, but let's take a look at it up close. This one right there, that's the one that's all over the lid, and she is a stunner. And then we also used some of this, which is Snare, and then this one in the lower corner right here, which is like that mustardy yellowy color. But look at the greens and the blues, the pinks. You could do a completely everyday look with this with just the neutrals. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of that palette. You may see more videos than you care to see using that. And also my Instagram. If you don't follow me over on Instagram, I don't know why. You wouldn't, because whatever. But I put personal things over there, and I also try to do a makeup look a day. I'm pretty good at it. I do better at Instagram scheduling wise than I do on here, that's for sure. Okay, now the one thing I did not choose before I started was the eyeliner, because I wasn't sure where this look was gonna go, and right now I'm still wondering. I don't know. So many choices. Torch might be nice. That's an Urban Decay color. It's kind of a brick orange color. That one might be nice. I also have Lucky, which is more like a penny so it's a little more shiny, but still kind of a coppery color. I'm noticing now that I have a lot of orangey. I do. I have a lot of orangey colors that we could go with. Even have a couple of the melt ones that are orange. This one is Dusk. Maybe we'll use Dusk. Let's use Dusk since we're doing kind of like a sunset eye, right? So let's try Dusk and see how it looks. Boring? No. Sorry, Dusk. Not what I'm looking for. I have ColourPop Venus. Let's try that. That's red. Very red. Let's try it. Maybe it'll look like I have pink eye. Maybe it'll look like I'm sick, but let's try it. I kind of dig it. I kind of like it. So, it's probably not everyone's cup of tea, and you can use whatever liner you like. If you like just sticking to black or brown, perfectly fine. I'm going to curl my lashes for a few seconds. Then I will be using my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. Love this. Love eyelash primers, period. And then I thought it would look really cool if we used a burgundy mascara today instead of black, something a little softer. And this one is the L'Oreal Voluminous Original, and it's just in burgundy. I love L'Oreal mascaras. I love their Lash Paradise. I've got several of their colored mascaras. Their primer's good, so I usually let that dry. It will dry clear. That's how you know when it's super dry. I've put it on when it was still wet too, and it didn't do anything. It's not like it ruins the look or anything, but I think it's less clumpy if you kind of give it a few seconds to dry. And then I do have a lippy picked out. I picked up a few other new things at the drugstore. It looks like I have no hair at all when I wear these bandanas. I have hair, I promise. It's actually mine. Thought about getting some extensions because everybody else has them, and their hair is like, you know, down to here, but I don't know. It's one more thing I have to take care of, and I don't, Okay, here we go. In with the burgundy mascara. I'll just start at the roots and wiggle up. We're now to the lip stage. So I got this the other day, and it's my favorite thing in the whole world, and I want to buy all the other colors, but I have to budget this thing out. Can't just, but I really want them. The Alamar Las Desnudas. I probably butchered the crap out of that. Lip pencils, and this one is in Birthday Suit. It is so beautiful. Love it. Very creamy, very soft, easy to apply, beautiful color. Love it. They have no idea who I am at all. I wish they did. I wish we could be friends because she seems really cool. And she's friends with Kathleen Lights, which I wish I was friends with her too. But I'm not. They don't know who I am. But shout out to Alamar Cosmetics because I've gotten their glosses and their lip liners and their bronzer palette and their blush palette. I have their eye palettes. And I love it all. There hasn't been a single thing that I've gotten from them and I'm going, no. It is very good quality. It is at a good price. And my husband and my children, obviously, are Hispanic. My husband is from Puerto Rico. And I love to be able to support a Hispanic woman-owned brand. She's kicking ass and taking names, and I really like that. Okay. So, Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. I had to pick this up. Reason being, it's a coffee collection. I'm a coffee addict. I don't know if we've ever talked about that on here before, but I'm definitely a coffee addict. I love coffee and coffee flavored things. I like things that smell like coffee. This smells exactly like kind of like a mocha cappuccino. Ooh, and this one is called Hazelnut Hypnotizer. I like their wand. It's pointy, and therefore someone who's clumsy like me can maybe get it on without, looking like a crazy person. Their Superstay Matte Inks, they do stay. They are not that drying. Every liquid lip is going to be drying. You can't get away from that. And for me, it's not my favorite type of lip to wear. I've come to a point where I'm just happier with a cream bullet lipstick. I just am. I know they don't stay on as long, but they're more comfortable for me, and I choose to wear those more often than not. But this one is a gorgeous color. It smells like coffee, and I had to have it. And if I buy it and I don't use it, then I feel bad about myself, and I don't want to feel like that, so I use it. And it looks beautiful, and I get away from that dry feeling by slapping a gloss up on top. So these ones are so beautiful. These are so pretty. This is probably the prettiest gloss that I've seen at the drugstore in a long time. The packaging on these are beautiful. I love the little fat square. And this is a new gloss from Maybelline. It is called their Lifter Gloss. It is supposed to be plumping. This one is in shade Silk. I want all of them because the shades that they've chosen for it, isn't that cool? It also, you have to really push it down to screw it on, but it has a nice little fat doe foot. Also smells delicious. Has a little more of a coconutty taste or smell to it. It doesn't taste good, I can tell you that. It doesn't taste good at all. I've used it before, and don't lick it. Don't lick it. I debated whether or not to put any liner on with this look, but I like it the way it is, and I'm not going to ruin it with a liner, which sometimes I do, because I think I have to have a liner. You don't have to have anything. You can do your look any way you want your look to turn out. And that is it. We're going to go ahead and throw some setting spray on that. Sorry about the weird noise. This is a new one by e.l.f. It's their Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. And I'll tell you what, it smells really nice, seems to work pretty well, but I've been having problems with the spray. Twice now I've had to take the bottle apart and rinse out the sprayer because the sprayer gets clogged very easily. So this is one where it is a very fine mist. See if you can see it. Okay, so, and it's one of the ones where you kind of have to push down and just let it go. I swear it worked much better when I first got it though. I don't think it works as well now for some reason. I'm gonna let that dry. It has a nice finish to it though. You can always hit yourself in the face with a fan. You can always pat that dry a little bit if you see any spots with your sponge. Just be careful. And release the hair, but it's probably going to look really super weird because I've had that on for a while. So please disregard any hair weirdness. Alright, how many of you look absolutely gorgeous when you take those things out of your hair? I'm sorry, but let's be real here. This is real. I just took it out of a big hair bow bun thing. It's gonna look a little weird. Alright, so let's do some final thoughts on the Alter Ego Artemis palette. My final thought, wow. Wow. Alter Ego, you did that. You did this thing right here. It's also very heavy. It's nice and weighty. I love all the names. I love the idea. I love the packaging. I love the big giant mirror. The shadows perform excellent. Some people do have a problem with other companies duping the color stories and the shades in other people's palettes. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that. I really am not. But I am thankful that some companies do make palettes like this because I can't afford a $130 palette. A $22 palette, way more in my range. That one didn't hurt the bank all that much. I just could not, in good conscience, spend $130 for an eyeshadow palette, especially right now with all the things going on in the world, and the money needs to be, used elsewhere. So I am thankful that they came out with this. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Highly recommend. Their brush set, again, I used 4 of them. 4 out of the 8, so half of them, and they performed really well. I will let you know in later videos how they clean up and whether or not they shed any of their bristles, but right now I'm highly impressed with those as well. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you were able to follow along. I hope this eye look isn't too like scary, demony, weird. I love it. I am not afraid of color on my eyelids. I enjoy it quite a bit. So yeah, I love it. I'm so glad you came and spent time with me today. I'm feeling much better, and I hope to be back on a more regular schedule of releasing my videos. And I will see you very soon in the next one. Again, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, share with your friends. I need followers. I don't know what's going on, but it's slow growing, as they say. Also, go and follow me over on my Instagram account. All of that is always linked down below. I love you all. Take care. Stay safe. Wear your masks. Wear your masks. And I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Bye-bye.